It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got a showdown in the NFC South. It's the Bucs and the Saints, and it's coming up next.
We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, the former Louisville Cardinal, Teddy Bridgewater. First down, Bridgewater. He'll find it. Tight end, it's Adam Troutman. Well, this defense for the Bucs, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second down at 5. Here's Bridgewater. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
On third down, Bridgewater. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Big Vita Vea pushing his way through to wind up with a sack. Hunter Nicewander on a punt now on 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The numbers there for Howard a week ago. 3 catches, 51 yards, and a touchdown.
And that was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
Going up top for Miller. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown! Scotty Miller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. McCann's got it teed up. No return there for Harris. And the drive will begin at the 25. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think under a heavy rush rush, and down he goes. Joe Tryon coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. From the gun, Bridgewater. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road. And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
From the 44, Cooper. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 32-yard line. Here's Cooper. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 15. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. To throw is Bridgewater. Open man is the tight end Troutman. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Brings up 2nd and a yard. Now Cooper looks to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Now Jones. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd down and goal. Cooper. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good, and it's now 14-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. McCann's got it teed up. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now they're out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house from Buccaneer TD.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. Getting set to go here, Teddy Bridgewater and company marches back onto the field. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Saints first down. First and 10.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Give the tackle that time to Jordan Whitehead. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Kamara try the right side. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis.
Don't take the offset. When you're talking about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of the season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
He'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the second quarter. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. Cooper will look to throw it. It's caught. It's Miller. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Looking to throw. Cooper. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He'll let one go deep for Howard. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Going deep this time for Miller.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marcus Williams.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
A give. This is Kamara. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
And a tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season.
The throw over the middle, taken in.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Escaping the pressure right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Cooper eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Man open, here is Jones. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 25-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt.
McCann's kick is good.
And the route is on. It's 24-0.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports? And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
This is caught by Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cooper. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. Cooper. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Miller.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
On 1st down, Jones. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 8-yard line.
Looking to throw. Cooper. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Throwing is Bridgewater. He gets it complete to Harris.
And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Saints 1st down.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 39.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On On 2nd and 12, Bridgewater. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And this one is incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Well, for Alvin Kamara, that speed-size combo, just about exactly what you want for a running back, and he uses that size, that strength to bust through a would-be tackler there.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the Bucs' 30-yard line.
Back now here live in New Orleans. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. To throw, Bridgewater. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Vita Vea picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
On 2nd and goal, Bridgewater. His throw caught right around the 6. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
3rd and goal for Bridgewater. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Adam Troutman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. McManus's point after is good. And the lead now down to 20. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Buccaneers offense ready to rock and roll again.
And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead, but that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Cooper. Open man has got one. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Now Cooper on 1st and 10.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off near the 29. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. he shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position.
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 8.
Now they'll try the jet sweep here. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
At the 8-yard line.
They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. Looking sideline, incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. He'll buy some time right. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Then the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Operating from the gun, Cooper. Evans has it left side. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Again, it's Jones. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
68 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
A give to Jones. He will push his way down to about the 14. Demario Davis there on the stop.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Buccaneers, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll fall to 1-1. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.